Hey, I'm Donick, Cary. I worked at the Letterman show as an intern in 1989, writer's assistant, writer, head writer from 91 through 96. I grew up watching the show. I loved it. It felt like, oh my God, there's a world beyond this small high school that I'm growing up in.
The name of the store is Just Bulbs, and that's exactly what we sell, just bulbs.
Okay, so besides bulbs, what do you have here?
Nothing.
How about shades? Could you get shades here?
No, we are just bulbs. If you want shades, maybe go a place called Just Shades.
We sell nothing but lampshades at discount prices.
What is the name of the store?
Just Shades.
And what can you get in here?
What can you get in here? Only shades. That's why our name is Just Shades.
But seriously, what can you get besides shades here?
When you're an intern at Letterman, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. So you were having all this incredible experiences, but you also made $0. Every once in a while, you get this call of like, hey, we're gonna cast you in something. We need you to say a couple lines. And you'd be like, jackpot, $600. For some reason, they give you the license to create your own name and where you're from. And I was like, Puget Sound is probably the funniest yet not too funny place. I can kind of like show that I get it. When he said, where are you from? I said Puget Sound, but I couldn't quite say it because I'd never said it out loud before.
What is your name?
Don Montfort.
Don, where are you from?
I'm from Londonderry, New Hampshire.
What do you do for a living there?
I'm a student.
I see. Where do you go to school?
Puget Sound.
To where?
Puget Sound.
Puget Sound. What are you studying?
I'm studying French. Well, I've been doing a lot of reading about how NBC is doing a lot of cost cutting.
Right.
And I was wondering if these economy measures were affecting your show.
Well, that's an excellent question. Don, was it? Don. No, a couple of years ago, General Electric took over NBC and all of its broadcasting properties, and they started making cutbacks left and right. But fortunately, I must say, we've been very lucky here. It hasn't actually affected us too badly. Excellent. Is that the camera, Hal? All right, hang on a second. This will just take a second. No, we've been very lucky, and they're actually not bad to work with. Of course, there have been kind of day-to-day little things that... There. That better, Hal? Yeah, that's better.
The first thing I really worked on with Dave was mashing potatoes into his hair. Luckily, he thought it was funny, so he was up for it, because it was pretty messy.
Dear Dave, what's the wackiest thing you've ever done with mashed potatoes? Actually, I made a pretty cool discovery this afternoon with mashed potatoes. I was having lunch, and I'm looking down with the... There. Hi there. Do you have a paycheck for me?
Hi, Mr. Donahue. Here's your check.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm going to use this to pay off Marlowe's credit cards. Have a great weekend.
I hit on this thing of like, whoever the guests are over at SNL this week, maybe I'll write a bit for them. Mick Jagger had just put out something called Wandering Spirit. I wrote this thing called Biff Henderson's House of Rock and Rap. The head writer at the time, Rob Burnett, was like, great, take this over to SNL and Mick will see you and you can pitch it to him and see if he wants to do it. And I was like, what? I went over with my little script and waited outside of Mick Jagger's room. There were two giant bodyguards and they were like, Mick will see you now. They opened the door and it's just Mick in a room sitting by himself. And he's like, what's up, mate? You know, and I was like, well, okay, so, you know, the Letterman show, like I had to explain the whole thing and I read the little bit and he was very quiet. And then he was like, I love it.
Hello, rockers and rappers. This week, Biff Henderson's Knocked Down, Bad Mother, surefire hit, coming to stores February 9th, is Atlantic Records' Wandering Pirate.
It's Wandering Spirit, and you've got it upside down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mick. I'm just too damn funky for my own good.
No problem. See you later.
Really?
One of the bits I loved more than anything watching the show was Dave's record collection. You know, this idea of found comedy. I was trying to think of what's the next record collection could I come up with a segment like this. I went out and found a few VHSs at the time that were pretty funny. And then it was like, great, we're gonna do Dave's video collection. It was like an early version of the most amazing afternoon you might have on YouTube.
This video is called Perfect English Pronunciation. Here we go.
Not. Nut. That's not date nut bread.
Pin. Head. That guy is a pinhead. This is Shirley MacLaine's inner workout. Here Shirley describes the body's chakra system. Shirley MacLaine.
From this energy center, we prepare ourselves for the physical process of learning. The color of this chakra, as you can see, is red, and it resonates to the note C.
Mm-hmm. The password is insane.
One day, one of the new interns popped into my office, and he has sort of a big rosy red face, and I was like, he kind of looks like a pea. He's like a little round guy. Wait a minute, late night Peaboy, that could be something.
You know who's here? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I almost forgot. Say hello to the Late Night Peaboy. Where is he? There he is!
So we did Peaboy probably 4 or 5 times at NBC, and then we moved to CBS. We were like, well, this is one of the greatest things we've ever done. At least that's my memory. We have to do Peaboy again. So this kid's not an intern anymore. That was like 2 years ago. So they had to track down Dave Elner, who is now, you know, a human living in the world, and go, hey, we still got the pea suit. Can you show up at Letterman? He's like, okay. We did a piece where Marvin Hamlish wrote a Peaboy song.
A year ago, you asked me to write a song for a special friend who ran onto your show and stole the hearts of people everywhere. His name, Peaboy. And this is his song. Give me an A. Give me a B. Give me a... Peaboy, can't you see, boy, all the great news that you spread? Everyone waits, so don't hesitate. We love it when you aim right at our head. Some think you look funny, but Sonny, that's simply not true. So if someone's gonna throw a pea at me, I don't care as long as it's, I don't care as long as it, I'm glad that it's all that it's you.
I wrote a cold open for Al Gore when he was on, and it was right in the heat of Al Gore being called out in all media outlets for being very stiff. The way to get it approved was me going to Al Gore and reading a bunch of stiff jokes to his face and going, so it'll be jokes like this, you're as stiff as a tree, you're as stiff as a whatever. That was weird, but it all worked out. We saved the planet, he became president, everything's great.
How about this one? I'm so stiff, I went for a checkup, and the doctors declared me legally dead.
No.
Okay, listen to this one. I'm so stiff, I went hiking in the woods, and I almost got chopped down by a logger.
No.
You know what? I think they were just sick of this I'm so stiff kind of deal. Now, here's a joke that I liked. I heard it the other day. What are the favorite words of President Clinton? What are his favorite words? What does he love to hear most all the time? Would you like fries with that?
That's the President of the United States you're talking about, pinhead.
Oh. I thought it's worth mentioning, like, one of my favorite moments in show business, you know, and I've been doing this now almost 100 years. The night before we went on, so at CBS, mostly we were set. We had 6 weeks to get ready for this one, and then at the last minute, it was like, Paul Newman's in the audience. He's going to stand up and say something. What's he going to say? And I blurted out, where the hell are the singing cats? That random thing that I kind of threw out that then Paul said was like in the paper the next day. And I was like, holy shit. Like, what we're doing on this, like, little talk show goes right in the paper.
Where the hell are the singing cats?
No. This is not Cats. This is my TV show.
I'm in the wrong theater.
Oh, embarrassing.
One of the biggest challenges of writing there was finding a new premise that was refillable. One day, I came up with the idea that Dave just in the middle of the show is like, well, good night, everybody, and he leaves, and then Paul plays the outro music and realizes the show's only half over, and then has to go find Dave. The line that came up, and I don't think I pitched the line, I think maybe Rob did, Paul running through like subway stops and chasing Dave down, and he just shouts, out of my way, I'm a celebrity. I loved that as like this pass you get if you're a celebrity, that like people kind of go like, oh, okay, yeah, watch out, it's a celebrity. That was kind of inspired by this small scandal we had. Some scammer realized if I run into these stores and go like, I'm from the Letterman show, Dave needs it now, I need all these towels or whatever, they could just like take a bunch of stuff.
Stop, citizen! Give me your car, I'm a celebrity. I'm a celebrity. I'm a celebrity.
Paul, I told you never to bother me when I'm relaxing with the penguins.
The show's not over yet.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to start wearing a watch or something. All right. Save me some herring, I'll be right back.
So doing what we called remote pieces, were these like little short films that we got to make. The one that was probably the most fun because it was so awkward, we had tracked down 5 or 6 professional Dave Letterman lookalikes. Him sitting with 5 guys who are like, we're like the same dude. We're like, we're as funny as you. It was incredibly awkward and hilarious.
Do you do any impressions of me?
Yeah, it's this.
Richard, you've been on the show before. We have videotape of you that we use frequently. Let's take a look at that now. There we go. Okay. Are you going to play for us tonight?
Somebody kill me. He looks like Dave. Please, please, please kill me. He looks like Dave. I got a pain inside. He looks like Dave.
It feels unfair not to mention Dick Assman. This was another found comedy bit. So we tried an experiment where we just called his filling station, got Dick Assman on the phone. He and Dave really hit it off. It was a funny phone call. We came up with this idea to do an ad for him. And we got Joe Namath to come in and shoot an ad for Dick Assman.
You know, a great gas station attendant is a lot like a great quarterback. How? A great quarterback throws touchdown passes. A great gas station attendant throws premium gasoline into your car's tank, and nobody's got a better arm than Dick Assman. I'm Joe Namath, and I've got Dick Assmania.
Be a Dick Assmaniac. Visit Petro Canada today.
I think my favorite top 10 to work on and or watch was top 10 numbers from 1 to 10. It was the definition of dumb comedy, which was just like, number 3 should come at number 7 because it's funnier than number 4 coming at 8. The debate we were having didn't matter at all, and yet the way it came out was probably the funniest version, and the debate was all worthwhile.
Tonight's top 10 list, top 10 numbers between 1 and 10. Here we go, number 10, 7. Number 9, 4. Number 8, 10. Number 7, 3. Number 6, 8 1/2. Number 5, 9. Number 4, 2. Number 3, 1. Number 2, 8. And the number 1 number between 1 and 10, oh my God, Paul, we have a tie. 5 and 6.
Top 10 also that was so fun to work on was Casey Kasem reading a top 10 countdown of numbers and doing long distance dedications with them.
And tonight's request and dedication goes out to a 15-year-old girl named Stephanie from Omaha, Nebraska. Here's what she writes. Dear Casey, My boyfriend Bruce moved away last month because his father has a new job in Buffalo, and we miss each other terribly. It would mean a lot to both of us if you'd say our favorite number. Well, Stephanie and Bruce, I'll do what I can to make things a little easier during this difficult time. Here's your request, Stephanie and Bruce. Your favorite number, debuting all the way up at number 1. 2.
I was thinking of pieces that were made during that time that I love more than anything. And one of the ones that I feel like deserves to be watched more often is a John Beckerman creation called Mo the Meat Slicing Man.
He got on a bus and headed for New York City. New York. The meat slicing capital of the United States. Meat slicing in the USA. Got a room at the New York home for Civil War veterans. And went to find a job at the stage delicatessen. Now the stage deli already had a meat slicer named Jimmy. So Mo paid a guy to have old Jimmy killed. Got hired the very next day as Jimmy's replacement. Now he's Mo, the badass meat slicing man.
I think the thing that I love the most is something that, like, I don't even think we had a setup for it. Dan Rather, he was mugged. They ran up to him and said, "What's the frequency, Kenneth?" And REM had just put out "What's the Frequency, Kenneth?" It involved Dan at sound check at Madison Square Garden for REM. Michael Stipe is trying to teach Dan Rather. It's like, do. What's the frequency? It's like a weird offbeat. And Dan Rather could not figure out the beat. The beauty of doing a show like that is everyone's up for trying something, and weird stuff happens sometimes that you could never imagine happening. Doesn't that happen in every one of these interviews? Somebody at some point says, "Sue Hum, you're a genius. You saved the show."